Imagine this for a moment. Every decision you've ever made, every step you've taken, every joy you've experienced, and every tear you've shed, it's all locked in place. Not just in the past, but also in the future. Yes, even your future self is frozen in an eternal block of space-time, utterly unchangeable. This is the provocative heart of the block universe theory, and it challenges everything you think you know about reality, free will, and the very nature of time. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. What if the flow of time is an illusion? What if your experience of now is just your consciousness sliding across a dimension that doesn't actually move? Let's explore what this means and why it might make you question your very existence. What is the block universe theory? The block universe theory, born from Einstein's theory of relativity, paints a picture of the universe that feels counterintuitive, perhaps even disturbing. According to this concept, time isn't a river flowing from past to future. Instead, time is like a vast landscape where every point, past, present, and future, exists simultaneously. Picture the universe as a gigantic block of space-time. In this block, every event is already laid out. The moment of your birth, the choices you think you made yesterday, and even your death. From the perspective of this theory, these moments are not happening. They simply are. There's no such thing as the present in the way we perceive it. Every moment is equally real. To put it bluntly, the idea of now is a psychological illusion, a quirk of human perception. What we experience as the flow of time is just our brains processing events in a sequence. This might sound like a philosophical daydream, but the block universe is rooted in hard science. In Einstein's theory of relativity, time and space are not separate entities. They form a single fabric called space-time. When you move through space, you also move through time. And here's the kicker. What you perceive as now depends on your position and movement in space-time. Einstein demonstrated this with the concept of simultaneity. Two observers moving at different speeds or in different gravitational fields will not agree on what events are happening now. For example, from one perspective, a star might have exploded thousands of years ago, while from another, that explosion could still be happening. If now depends on your frame of reference, how can it be objectively real? This realization forces us to confront an unsettling possibility. All moments in time exist at once. In the block universe, there's no past fading away and no future waiting to be born. Just a static, unchanging tapestry. Here's where the controversy begins. If the block universe is real, then your future is as fixed as your past. Think about that. The job you'll have, the people you'll love, the mistakes you'll make, they're all already written in the fabric of space-time. From this perspective, the idea of free will is a comforting illusion. Take a second to let that sink in. Every choice you think you're making is not really a choice at all. You're just a passenger on a train that's already traveling a predetermined track. This has profound implications for how we view morality and responsibility. If your actions are already set in stone, can you truly be held accountable for them? Are we all just actors reading from a script we didn't write? The block universe theory doesn't just challenge science, it shakes the foundations of philosophy and spirituality. If all moments are equally real, what does that say about our quest for meaning? Is life just a series of frozen tableaux, devoid of any true purpose? Many spiritual traditions emphasize the power of choice and transformation, but the block universe suggests that transformation is an illusion. You're not becoming anything, you already are everything you'll ever be. Yet, there's another side to this coin. Some argue that the block universe offers a kind of immortality. If every moment exists forever, then your life isn't fleeting, it's eternal. The love you feel, the beauty you witness, the pain you endure, all of it exists forever, carved into the fabric of space-time. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that the block universe theory, while mathematically elegant, doesn't account for the dynamic nature of the universe. Quantum mechanics, with its inherent uncertainty and probabilistic nature, seems to clash with the deterministic vision of the block universe. There's also the question of experience. If time is static, why do we feel like we're moving through it? Some researchers suggest that consciousness itself could be a kind of time engine, creating the illusion of flow as it hops from one moment to the next. And then there's the human need for agency. The block universe, with its cold, unchanging determinism, feels deeply unsatisfying. It robs us of our narrative, our ability to say, I chose this path. Can we ever truly accept a reality where free will is a myth? But here's the twist. What if the block universe isn't the whole story? Some physicists and philosophers propose that while the block universe might describe the physical world, it doesn't necessarily define the realm of consciousness. Perhaps our awareness, our very essence, exists outside the block, observing and interacting with it in ways we can't yet comprehend. Could this mean that free will operates on a higher plane, beyond the deterministic framework of space-time? If so, the block universe might not be a prison, but a playground for consciousness. So why should you care about the block universe theory? Because it forces us to confront the most profound questions about existence. Are we mere puppets, or is there something more to our being? Is the flow of time a comforting lie, or is it the key to understanding reality itself? The block universe doesn't just challenge our beliefs, it demands that we rethink them. And while it may not offer comforting answers, it opens the door to possibilities that are both unsettling and exhilarating. The block universe theory is more than a scientific model. It's a philosophical grenade, detonating our assumptions about time, reality, and freedom. Whether you find it terrifying, inspiring, or both, one thing is certain: it's a concept you can't ignore. So the next time you look at the clock and feel time slipping away, remember this. Perhaps time isn't slipping at all. Perhaps you're standing still, gazing across the vast, eternal expanse of existence.